It's the fabulous Dylan Dray. Hi.
Marty, I'm so happy to be with you today.
All the way from Palm Springs.
I know, but we're still connected by Zoom. It's incredible, really.
Yeah, love technology. So I am very excited to be talking to you today about your fabulous women's club.
Well, I basically started working with the Palm Springs Women's Entrepreneur Club about a year ago. And the founder is a really dynamic woman from New York City who moved to Palm Springs 6 years ago, an incredible entrepreneur who created a tea empire and hotels, books. She's just super inspirational. And she moved to Palm Springs and she founded the Palm Springs Women's Entrepreneur Club. So I went to the first meeting and met some really lovely women, all different styles of business, from people who were doing organic wine to people who were selling vintage clothing, attorneys, all sorts of things. So it was really a nice mix. Anyway, so she made me the vice president of the club. I started interviewing women for YouTube and just was so inspired by all these stories, sharing the stories in the background of different women. And some of them during our meetings at the club were struggling with certain issues. And so I said, okay, let's get into some goal setting. Let's have some accountability partnerships and structure something that's going to help everyone thrive. So once we got into that dynamic, some really great responses from that. It was really helpful. However, the founder, Tracy, said, oh, I like that you did that, but it's not the direction for the club. I want the club to be a social networking meetup. So I ended up taking what we were doing and just putting it online. So now we can do workshops online. And in a way, that's kind of better, because now that we've expanded it to online, it means that we can have people who aren't just in Palm Springs.
Perfect. I can just see you in that role. Yeah, because you've been an entrepreneur for 30 years, and that's how long I've known you.
You know, I love that. Gosh, we still look young. We don't look that bad. I think it's the joy. We keep ourselves curious and youthful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have managed in your life to reframe all the events that have been difficult and become really successful in different areas.
Some of the things that I felt like a victim for many years about, and would have some blame there, I realized, well, I could rewrite that story. I don't have to be seeing myself in a certain way, and I don't have to tell myself that adversity means this about me. I can actually create a whole new meaning for myself that's more empowering and more supportive. Yeah, so I have been an entrepreneur for 30 years, and I had success in fashion. Like, I had a fashion label, and I think what enabled me to create a business in a way where I was fearless about it was because I had been working at a meditation center and had been going to some meditation retreats, and I had become aware of some limiting beliefs that had been sabotaging my progress. And once I uncovered those limiting beliefs, I was able to see a bigger version of myself. Like, I was able to feel like I could do it, whereas before I would sabotage things. So after I had uncovered those things, I was just having more fruitful results with my endeavors. So I had a fashion label, and I had designed some clothes, then manufactured them, and had 30 different shops that were selling them. And then my big passion also was music. And so the other magic of intention is that I declared to one of my friends, I want to work with this music producer and I want to work for film and television. And because I had that in my intention, that manifested. And
but you really are a multi-passionate when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I am, because I have all this curiosity, and then that will lead me into exploring a certain area. And then the main thing is I just want to keep growing. And so as long as I'm growing, then sometimes I'll go in another direction, but that's where I was being led for my growth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're definitely a creative person. Give me the most important ingredient for being fabulous.
The most important part would be to be true to yourself, like to be your authentic self. And I feel like Coco Chanel said the same thing, slightly different. Like she said, your true beauty is when you know who you are. And sometimes we just have to follow our own intuition, and we'll be led to do things that don't necessarily make sense. And some of our friends and family might be saying, what are you doing? But we have to have that inner trust in our inner guidance and just follow our authentic path. Like everyone has their own path. And my strategy in getting somewhere might be completely different to someone else's strategy, right?
Yeah, but you have had a lot of coaching to get where you are. So
yes,
that's really important, isn't it? The coaching aspect. If you want to be better and be your true authentic self, sometimes you need help. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. We definitely need help. Yes, I get coaching now. I'm 50. We all have blind spots, don't we? We all have our blind spots.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And some people have been very blessed in the sense that a lot of successful people will tell you they had someone in their life helping empower them. And sometimes it was their husband, sometimes it was their mom. But, I might have had periods where I didn't have that person in my corner. Having a coach, someone there just to empower you, believe in you, so wonderful. Yeah, we want to empower women. We want to give support and encouragement and tools that will make people thrive and feel supported, and also help develop their own intuition and their own wisdom so that they can be their authentic self.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Beautiful. Well, I'll see you soon. And I love you so much.
I love you. And thank you so much for having me here today.
If you'd like to find out how you can be fabulous and extraordinary, check out our coaching programs at clarityfor.com.